Hello everyone, it's your lovely neighborhood reindeer, 𝙨𝙭𝙬𝙗𝙬𝙗𝙬 Leon. Hello everyone, it's me, your lovely neighborhood reindeer, 𝙨𝙭𝙬𝙗𝙬 speaking, and I am back for another round of streaming. How you doing today? How you doing? It's been a while since we've done like just chatting, or I guess Gorilla, or I guess Zatsu. I'm getting no, not Zatsu. Zatsu's punishment streams, and we don't do punishment streams here. I'm not Akko. I don't have a collar. Hello everyone. It's been a fine day. If you guys notice, we'll get into that in a moment. But how's your day? How's your day, everyone? How's your day? Please tell me to break. I'm gonna be so pissed off. I'm like double checking. Okay. Which is working. Little glitch, but it's working. Alright, I was double checking just to make sure. I would have been so freaking mad. What is it? I think I saw somebody. I think I just saw somebody's messages go through. Hold up. My ears. Hi, man, everyone. What is it, man? Everything? What is it? Is it like coming through? Are you not coming through? What the heck? You should be coming through. What the heck? Okay. Removing that, bringing it back out. Come on. Chat decided to break on me. I'm like, whoa. You get paranoid. Unfortunately, for me, it's paranoid. Let's see, does it fix itself? No one was showing up. Kick was showing up, surprisingly, out of it. Just grinding in Digimon Storytime Stranger. Alright, so looks like we're gonna have to go back and forth between YouTube chat and Kick chat. Alright, hold up. We're gonna have to pull something here. We're gonna have dock. Okay, Twitch is working. Okay, so Kick is working, Twitch is working. YouTube, is anybody, okay, I know I saw you Hero earlier. Can you type again in YouTube chat? If I don't see it, I just might have to pull up YouTube chat on the side. Which that's gonna be fun. Okay. YouTube live control panel? No. I need YouTube, control panel's the chat, right? Okay. Control panel, it's the chat, right? No, it's not. Hello, who is that? Thank you for turning into a Quabus. Whoever you are, your name will show up in a moment. Unlock all the panels. Lock docks, here we go. Okay, yeah, YouTube chat is just deciding, you know what? LB. Okay. Turns out it was a bot. I don't know why I'm acting like this. You know what? Nah. To be fair, after yesterday's stream, he was like, yeah, we gotta lean into the cringe more. Also, hello, El Ringo. Okay, yes. So you guys are typing in chat. It's just not showing up for some reason. I'm gonna have to pop out the chat. Let me see if we're gonna have to copy this. Okay, copy you. And then we're gonna have to put you here. Okay. Here the window. Okay. Doing this again. Popping out the window. Then custom doc. YouTube chat. Alright, apply it. There you go. We're gonna put you right. Should be able to put you right next to him, but okay. I guess technically some spaces are taken up now. Okay, never mind. Here we go. Alright, there you go. There we go. Alright. There you go. Alright, now I can see what you guys are and stuff. So let's roll back around to YouTube chat. My ears. Dang. Wait, am I too loud? I know I had to get like close to my mic because yesterday you all said I was roboting pretty badly. Hi, man, everything happening on Tuesday. Opinion on Arby's. To be fair, I actually don't really eat from Arby's. I think they smell nice, decently. You know what I mean? I'm more so like their ads. Their ads are goofy and funny. Was it not yet? Was it first day with my normal hours? I'm here till 10:30. Nice! Listen, get that money, get that bag. DUBBY announcement and donuts. Thank you. YouTube. Thanks, Billy. Grinding in Grand Blue relink and might play some BO2 later, okay? Type again, you say, and then pretty much everything. Arby's. We have, listen, Arby's. We have the meats. We gotta get it. We gotta get into it. YouTube segregating chat kind of seems racist. You know, you're right about that. No, that was the intro. I like the gyros. Oh, okay. Please land on my computer so I can squish you. I've been harassed by this like gnat since like literally for the past 2 days, and I keep getting close to killing it, but it keeps flying in spots that I can't see. Oh my gosh. Alright, not gonna lie, this UI ain't too bad. But yes, YouTube chat always deserves less. I try. Listen. To be fair, listen. Would you rather be the Redeems Twitch chat, where cuckery is at work, or the YouTube chat, where demonetization is sometimes at work? At least the demonetization has clear rules. Would you believe me if I told you that a convenience store clerk was assaulted by capybaras on motorcycles? Well, the emu war exists, so I'm not that shocked. Thank you for the question. Fun fact: the voiceover for the We Have the Meat ad is the voice of Cobra Bubbles. Really? I'm googling this. What? Cobra Bubbles Arby's. Really? It's real? Dang! Brother has range, because I would have never thought that. Hollow Knights attack you in real life. This is true. If you didn't notice on the schedule, we're gonna have double Hollow Knight. So, quick update. Royan said he wanted to play Among Us with friends. So, there's that. So he canceled Artism on me until Saturday. We'll pick back up on Saturday. So no Friday stream. I was thinking about doing Among Us, but what most likely will happen is I'll take that as like a rest day since my Saturday has been invaded by the gator. I did not know that. I didn't know that either. It's so weird. It's just ironic. I actually do like Cobra. I mean, well, who doesn't like Cobra Bubbles? I thought it was the Allstate guy. No. Okay, listen. Is it the Allstate guy? Is it the Allstate guy? Allstate guy's yeah, Jake from no, that's State Farm. Jake from State Farm. The old Jake. We don't talk about the new Jake. Your brother is so corporate. Also congrats on your new corporate job. Invaded by the gator. I was joking mostly. I was joking. So usually I take the weekends off, but sometimes I participate in Artism on the weekends with Royan and stuff. So we'll do an Artism on like Saturday and stuff with Stroud. And so we'll just draw and be happy. Roy acting sus, yes. Like I said, I'll most likely take that day as a rest day because I might have stuff happening, but yeah. What's up, my biggas? You see that right there? You see that right there? Eliminate this man. The crimes against Arby's Meat Mountain. The Arby's Meat Mountain is crime against humanity. I'm assuming it's all it's like the all meat sandwich from regular show. What I hear, that thing is nasty in real life. Also, yes, guys. Like I said when we did the debut, I have multiple desk items that I like to switch out every once in a while, and this is one of those times. So they'll go in and out and all that type of stuff. Stop going near my face! Please. That wasn't even a bit. I was genuinely upset. Oh my gosh. Also, yes, Lion. Wait, no, that's 11 days ago. Yes. But yes, guys, we have it. Everyone always trying to keep the bigot down. You see that right there? You see that right there? We will refrain. We will refrain. I may be black, but I can't do that. Hillberry. But yes, as you guys have seen, we have gotten our first partner. I have now become affiliated with DUBBY. Yes. We have become, this is actually my first time being affiliated with any company. So I kind of don't know what to do. I think the last time I did something like this was 2 or 3 years ago when I tried playing Genshin for the first time. I wanted to quit, and I'm not. We'll refrain from that. Basically, for those that don't remember, at the time with Genshin, I was like, all right. I saw this figure. And I really wanted it. And so I was like, I will take on that sponsor. Even though I don't know how to play Genshin and I have never played Genshin in my life. And I will use the sponsor money to buy that figure. Fast forward to now, I ended up losing, not losing all the footage. The footage led to me not even being able to use it. And even then, that was during the time Genshin crashed my entire PC and I nearly lost all my files. So that was a traumatizing experience. But years later, we're trying it again. No incentives, no nothing this time. Now we got a real sponsor. Yeah. Wait, is it Bambi's mom's got it going on? You see that right there? It's a lie. I'm not Bambi's mom. I am Bambi's sister. Oh, that's gonna stop any of y'all. Everyone must try the ultimatum. The ultimatum? What the heck is it? That sounds awful. Unless it's barbecue. It might actually be pretty good. True, if you were Bambi's mom, you'd be dead. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? I ain't even old enough to be Bambi's mom. Yeah, we have to behave now. Yes, I do. But I genuinely do mean it. I'm actually really excited about this. So, she's not? Basically, I'm really excited about this. No incentives, no nothing, just regular partnership. And I am actually pretty proud about this. So, let us head over to... What is it? We'll head over to, the... Ta-da! The manga room! also known as the announcement room. We will talk about how this shall go, because I do technically have a long-term plan for this. Haven't you done it? What are you doing? They're like fighting and it's like, what are you doing? Stop! You're making us look bad. Go away! I will find you! Let me fix that. It's a cheeseburger inside a cheeseburger with 2 cheeseburgers as buns and Himalayan ketchup. Ironically enough, I would remove the bread, but that actually genuinely sounds tasty. Not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of interested. It better be good. Hard to screw up a cheeseburger, because listen, just get the right cheese. All you need to do. BO2 is best COD game. Never played COD, so yeah. It's like she's schizophrenic talking. Should have known. They're always gonna come back for me. I want a cheeseburger with grilled cheese buns. But alright, everybody. As you already saw, we have a DUBBY partnership. Not gonna lie, I actually thought it was affiliated with the actual DUBBY, DUBBY, like VTuber DUBBY, and I'm just like, huh, she is a thing? And it's like, oh, no, it's spelled differently. So I thought that was really funny. And so I found them because they had an ad going around being like, hey, calling all VTubers, we want partners. And I was like, and they're like, we'll respond within 15 minutes. And I was like, what's there to lose? And ironically enough, like I was talking to people, and they actually did respond like within like a couple of minutes, and I'm like, oh. And I messaged them in the middle of the night too, so I was like, okay, I guess we're here now. Oh my gosh. And so what ended up happening was I was like, all right. I actually got in contact with, what is it? Like, I emailed them like a week ago, and now we're talking about it today. Now we have like the presentation and everything set up. So, basically, I have been doing a partnership, and as y'all saw on the screen and in the chats and everything, you will be able to get 10% off on every order using the term 𝙨𝙀. Now, for those with perceptive eyes, y'all already know what's happened here and what the issue is. Was it, how long would the sponsor be for? It'll only be for like a few minutes. I thought I could crack some jokes here and there. But basically, I wanted to kind of like do like the thing because it's my first time and I got really excited. But basically, yes, for the perceptive eyes, you already know what happened, and we're gonna talk about that right now. Basically, as I said, I meant the code. What is it? How long will this sponsor be for? How long will the code be for? I'm pretty sure the code will be like indefinite until I fix it. and I'll talk about it. But basically, it's pretty much like as long as I'm still partnered, and I don't plan to unpartner with them. Again, we'll talk about that. Because they haven't really given me a reason. If anything, they're actually like, people are calling them like based and stuff because they did a thing where like when somebody was like they want to be fake so bad, and someone was like, and then one of the interns or whoever was like, brother, you contacted me. Oh, funny that our gal would misspell her own brand for the sponsor code. Yes, that is we'll be talking about that. But basically, like I said, you can get 10% off all of your order. Well, I guess like every order that you order, you already know how it goes. But you can get 10% off your order every time you use my code 𝙨𝙀. It is on the pricier side, I will say. I did order some stuff myself because I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna just buy something. I'm not gonna have you guys buy something and I'm not gonna buy anything either. That's kind of stupid. Like I'm gonna try this stuff out too, because I actually have been getting into energy drinks and stuff like that. So I don't listen. I want to try more flavors, and I think that'd be pretty cool. So if y'all notice, I spelled 𝙨𝙀 wrong. For those that don't know, 𝙨𝙀 will always be spelled with 2 T's. Never 2 B's. but because at the time it was late, and I do this every single time I do something important that I'm really excited for, I'll miss like one tiny thing. I'll miss one tiny thing, and then it's like, well, now I gotta delete everything and take it down. But everybody's already liked it, and they've like really supported, so I'm just gonna leave it, and then I'm gonna do basically the plan I was already going to do moving forward with it. I actually might keep this as like a joke, but I mostly will just keep it back to like the 2 T's. What is it? 2 T's, 2 players involved. Is the problem a lack of donuts? I really wish. To be fair, I just want a donut. But yeah, pretty much, like, listen, I already know, like, some of you can't purchase it. That's just how it always will be. Sometimes I have the funds on hand, sometimes you don't have the funds on hand, or sometimes you do have the funds on hand, or sometimes I don't have the funds on hand. Even just spreading the word about it is just helpful. I like that. It's helpful. It, like, spreads everything around, and it just makes everybody happy. All that type of stuff. It supports me, and it makes you happy. And that's good. I don't know why I'm talking. That's fine, I can't read. This is true. When you're inputting the code, you might want to know how to spell it right, or they're not going to accept it. So next time, I'm going to fix the code to 2 T's and not the 2 B's, which will be the following month, because, like I said, the final panel of the evening will be, of course, that I will be doing this every 1 to 2 months. Not like anything like crazy. Like, I'm not gonna be like, alright guys, it's Hollow Knight and I need to shill Dubby real quick. Or maybe I sometimes will. It depends. It depends on like the topic of the stream. Like if it's just some like random Joe Schmo stream, maybe I'll do it. Or maybe if I just feel like someone Hollow Knight, I'll be like, hey guys, I got a 10% code for this Dubby thing. I actually like it. Here you go. Here's want some, or if you're already like buy from them, here's my affiliate code. I'm really happy that you purchased for them from me. It really means a lot. So that would be kind of fun. But that also means, if you guys haven't been noticing, that means both the Mondays and the Tuesday streams will technically be back permanently. As like I said last time, I've been wanting to get more back into streaming to like kind of like keep at it. And I know like Mesozoic Mondays are like a thing, but like I still want to do like stuff like say like sometimes I want to just do like the members only streams and stuff like that, or when after Mesozoic Mondays comes to its own conclusion, obviously like Royan wants to do like Ava and stuff, but sometimes I'll just do just chatty, maybe 2 just chatty streams in a row, and that's gonna be like really fun. So we're basically kind of back to 4 streams 4 streams back to back again. We're going to go for the alpha grind set. This also might mean I might go back into making more like YouTube shorts, and like instead of posting them on the weekdays like I used to, I might post them just on Wednesdays, Sundays, and Saturdays. Because YouTube is kind of weird like that, where it's like, hey, if you stream after releasing a video, that stream takes like the views of that for some reason. I don't know why, they like cancel each other out, but that's just how it is. And like I said, I did buy a pack of Dubby for myself, and we will be actually trying that in a couple of days from now, because they actually shipped that out really fast, and I kind of got scared a little because I'm like, wait, oh. So that's gonna be fun. Outside of that, yeah, that's pretty much about it. I'm excited for this new chapter. This is gonna be fun. I know I'm not gonna be like the most popular person, and like I said, y'all don't have to like buy it from me every single time, but like I'm genuinely excited for this, and I'm genuinely happy. This is gonna be so much fun. It's not gonna be the last. It's not gonna be the first. It's not gonna be the last, and I'm happy. Also, if you follow the pinned link, apply the code for you, no typing needed. Exactly. So basically, for now, it's gonna be the 2 B's, and then later it can be the 2 T's. Or do you want to keep it the 2 B's just as like of my permanent spelling mistake? I don't know. What do you guys think? Oh, Also, why is it invisible? But it will be on brand with DUBBY. To be fair, you know what? I actually did not think about that. I did not think about that. We're keeping that. You know what? That's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. Evens it out. To be fair, I didn't even think about that. It probably crossed my mind. But like, you see that Ringo? That's where you're here. Why am I like that? But yes, thank you all. Thank you all for participating in the plan. Now, what is it? We're gonna tune back over here. Throwing became a ghost. I shouldn't have. I don't have it stuck on the Hollow Knight one, do I? Oh crap. Let me hide this real quick. Where are you? There you. Okay, it is on the human one, so never mind. So good. You close. Yep. And that'll be fun. Alright, everybody. How about y'all? How are you doing this fine colored day? I wanted to at least do that to start off because, like I said, I'm excited. I'm happy for that. It's amazing. So it's an amazing opportunity for me. So we got obviously the DUBBY stuff scattered about for this first team, and every time I basically bring it up, I'll bring out the supply. I'll bring out that powdered supply. So that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be mega fun. So basically, how y'all been doing on this fine good day? I've been doing pretty good. Sorry for the stream use immersion break. It's super effective. True. Unfortunately, I am a fake VTuber. Clearly. I'm a fake VTuber. I should have known. I'm an immersion break. Listen, I wish my best. Is all I'm saying. The room I got is still pretty cute. It's still. So this is gonna be fun. Definitely gonna be fun. But how y'all doing on today? I think this has been pretty good so far. There you go. I think that's better. This will be better. So I had to pause. I have like nothing usually covering my like, what is it? I have nothing covering my YouTube channel. Not YouTube channel. Actually, yes. So what is it? So what I see on this side, like going this way, is like my stream is like the live stream like footage and everything, and usually it's blocked by something else, but now I'm actually seeing it. It's like really cringe to look at. Oh my god. Is it wrong? Oh, that's why it's glitching! Because it's on normal latency. I usually have it set to ultra low or low latency. So that's why YouTube's been glitching the past couple of days. Weird, but I guess weird flex. Okay. So we'll correct that next time for Hollow Knight, and I'm sorry, DUBBY, for giving you a slightly laggy stream. Alright, but yes, that's how it goes. But yeah, no, today's been a day. I ain't gonna elaborate on most, but I will the other day. We had fun. I went out of town a while ago. It was really, really fun. We ended up like going to this like really Chinese restaurant. It won't not, but I don't want that restaurant being harassed. And it has like some really good Chinese food. Like I have my family restaurant that like me and my family always go to because their food's always really, really good. It's hard to mess up Chinese unless you're Panda Express. Unless you're Panda Express. Then when that happens... Oh, hold on. Had to say hi. But yeah, no. Unless you're Panda Express, it's kind of hard to understand that. But outside of that, we did pretty good. It was really fun. It was like It was also the time I rediscovered the fact that, oh yes, I now remember why I don't leave the house that often. Because I get violently car sick. And by violently car sick, it's, oh, your stomach's gonna like be in absolute agony, but you're not gonna want to throw up. Which, I mean, I guess. Sometimes it be that way, sometimes it be that way. But you just kind of gotta suck it up at that point. You gotta suck it up and you just gotta realize. And that's it. That's life in a nutshell. I will say though, I do think it's really funny though, because apparently they released the new Fire Emblem today. I think they turned it into Persona. Now, I'm not a Fire Emblem fan, but I know the medieval fantasy series does not have guns. But I'm gonna leave that up to the Fire Emblem fans to fight against and fight about with each other, than putting my own opinion out there, because I do not play Fire Emblem. El Ringo, I know you're one of them, El Ringo. Just you even commenting about it just shows me what you are. I know what you are, bro. I know what you are. To be fair though, I wouldn't be shocked though. Like I said, that stuff is usually... Listen, I'd be mad if they touched Kirby and all of a sudden a bunch of non-Kirby fans or people that just got into Kirby through the changed game being like, yeah, I like this game. What about it? What's the point of even like, what is it? What's the point of even like getting upset? It's just Kirby, and it's like, that's my childhood, and I've been with this franchise since I was like old enough to talk. I know what I'm talking about. I'm not dumb here. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Kirby is a god. You see this? You see that? You're not wrong. Listen, everybody came together collectively when not Forgotten Land, but like Star Allies came out and was like, oh man, I love Kirby, this is great. And everyone collectively, because the Kirby fan base genuinely comes together with this stuff, especially in the EN sphere, and is like, listen, we understand that you like this game. Let it be known that this is not the best game. That's like every other game in the franchise, and we're not even just talking about the pixel art. It's literally every game in the franchise up to this point. This game is okay. Let me introduce you to Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Old games are still there, so at least there's that. Yeah, true. We're all not gonna pull a PlayStation, which is just funny to like really think about. Cause it's like, at least to me, I understand like production with like games can be like expensive and stuff. We're talking about a conglomerate that's like, you don't need to put that much money in a game, bro. You don't need to put that much money in a game. It's okay. Oh, hi, Nasko Nikolov. Hello, thank you for the bits. Hello, dear. Hello. Oh my gosh. It's like, we're talking, I just got into the subject of PlayStation. It's like, I'm not saying it's bad to have a PlayStation, but at the same time, I don't think it's worth it to have a PlayStation. I grew up with a Nintendo mom, and my dad was an Xbox man. So, I never really found out about PlayStation until I was a lot older, and I thought it sounded cool until I saw the price tag, because out of every console, Xbox was always the most expensive, and I'm just like, I don't want to really buy you. And I'm willing to buy an Xbox because I have family who had played it, so they can vouch for it. And my mom just owned Nintendo consoles. Literally, we told her about one store that sold old, like really pristine old game consoles. And she literally went down there the same day. We have it down, we have it in like the other room, and it's so funny. It's funny. Who else would we pay how else would we pay all the HR overhead we just hired? Which is funny, because you could have spent all that money in HR by just putting it into the game. I wish the Pokemon Company would put 1/10 of the money they use to take down fan games on the main games. Listen, I've said this already. it's not that it's like Game Freak is using Nintendo's like lawyers and name and stuff to like beef up against people because they don't want to like put like they want to put in the work, but they don't want to put in a lot of work. Like people always say, like, you know how like, okay, so you know how somebody, you can tell when someone is like they're really, really best when they make their most mediocre, and it's like, oh yeah, no, like I know this s'more that's literally the best s'more in the world. Yeah, no, I just grabbed some graham crackers from like the Dollar Tree. It's like, well yeah, but you usually use the gourmet ones, and it's like, yeah, but like I use the Dollar Tree ones, and it's like, yeah, they might not be able to tell the difference if it's like the average person, but if you've always been there, it's just kind of like, on the one hand, I still like that you did it, but I have seen you at your best, so I think you should do more of your best, especially when you make $1 billion. Impossible. HR said it's impossible, I mean. I only did PS1 and PS2 and then went Nintendo since, which means I was a fool in mid-2010s. Ah, I see. Wii U man. To be fair, have I like told you guys the story of the time I tried to get all of my family members to like help me get a Wii U? Like genuinely, okay, so this is back then when like I was like discovering more about like life outside my phone, and we got a magazine, and it was like the Wii, and it was like the Toys R Us section. It was like the Wii U, but does it come with the console, or is it just the tablet? And I was convinced it was just the tablet, and so I was like, all right, sibling one, sibling others, please, we need to put our money together and buy a Wii U. Because we had still had our Wii for a long time, and so it was like, I was the one, so like, the Wii U belonged to my sister. All the games mostly belonged to me. So I would buy the games because I actually got really invested in it. And so what ended up happening was I was like, alright, the Wii U's gonna be my console. And, you know, the plan never went through. And then years later, I found out the Wii U was a failure anyway. It be like that. It be like that sometimes. What is it? It's fine. It's better to just use PC Game Pass at this point. I have an Xbox only because I haven't saved for a PC. And this is true, Wolfsbane. This is true. Speaking of Pokemon, did you see that recompiler that they made? I have not. Good Lord, Pokemon on PC has never looked so good. You say that, but like, I think Pokemon would be able to benefit from PC. I do actually think Pokemon would be beneficial to PC, but the problem is that they'd have to break out from Nintendo, and Nintendo pays them too much money. Oh no, Kenny thought it was an additional controller. Yeah! To be fair, I was a literal teenager. I was like a literal preteen time. I do PC gaming, but I'm super tech-tarded. This is true. This is true. Listen, I was too. I've like told the story about like my PC and how I built that. That's still on the channel even now. And it was literally by the end of like, I want to say, because I had like spent 2 weeks back to back building like my PC. I was literally like I want to say around like Saturday, and like at least, I want to say at least about a week. I want to say at least a week or two. I want to maybe say at least, I'm going to narrow it down to like a week. I want to say by Wednesday, because I had started, I think, that Sunday. I was literally curled up in a ball surrounded by the trash of my PC because I didn't want to throw anything away, where my computer decided to not work even though I stuck in the RAM properly. Haha. And what ended up happening was I was just losing my mind. Like, please! Like, I was genuinely crying, like, please work! Please! I can't return some of these parts! Oh, it also didn't help. I had to like buy a new cooler because what is it? I had to buy a new, like a brand new cooler because the one I got was like three giant fans, and I had to buy a new one that had 2 fans, and that was like $100 that like didn't have at the time. And my mom was like, "What do you mean you need to buy another one?" I'm like, "Okay," and I'm just like, "I need to buy another one. Can we get it later?" And she's like, "Fine, I'm gonna help you now." She's sweet like that, but at the time we were all like going through something and really tired. So I started a PS1, PS2, followed by GameCube and the handheld Nintendo consoles like the Game Boy, 3DS. I then swapped to the Xbox 360 after the debacle that was the PS3 launch, and all my friends had Xbox. This is actually a good way to do it. Was it the initial marketing emphasis, emphasizing the tablet did more didn't help. This is true. The funny thing is it wasn't even like the marketing of the tablet, because I didn't see any of the marketing until like years later, because like literally the way the Toys R Us ad literally, so maybe it was like also my perception because of the Toys R Us ad. Like the Toys R Us ad was literally like showing the console up front, and I was like, so it's an attachment and we can have it. Yeah! Ironically enough, it also has Pikmin 3. Ironically enough, I also own Pikmin 3, but because I'm not buying a Switch 2 yet, I spent money on other things. Enough money to buy a Switch 2. I ended up realizing, oh crap, we'll try again next time. They said they might mark up the Switch 2 though, so I'm gonna keep a lookout. I'm gonna need them to not do that. I'm gonna need them to pull in a water at some point. You're not broke, bro, to raise it up by 100. What is it? What is it? Pikmin 3 enemy health was lower on Switch compared to Wii U. I'm not shocked about that because technically it was old by that point. Man, I remember when Pikmin 3 used to look really good, and then just tech keeps evolving, and then I looked back and I was like, wow, that actually looks pretty bad. And it's like, it's not bad, but it looked bad, and I'm sad about that. Oh, what is it? I'm gonna keep up with both. I got to drop with the modders. I got to drop with the modders of Red, Blue, Yellow. Has never looked so good. They found a way to make the classic games look like Octopath Traveler. Woo! Now that's something I would definitely play. Pokemon in the style of Octopath Traveler sounds amazing. I was Nintendo only until all the nonsense that happened, and then I went to PC. Yeah, that sounds about right. What is it? The Wii U, or what some of us called it, the Monster Hunter machine. Yeah, that sounds about right. Pretty much like, pretty much Nintendo always had that specific game that was like, wow, this thing is great. Too bad it's stuck on the Wii U. What is it? No, not, was it 101? The one hero game, like 101 Heroes? It was that one game, or 108, I think. Was it Note? I got the PS3. Was it Note? I got a PS3 at launch with my own earned money, and there was no games. Then all my friends got Xbox 360 and stuck with Xbox ever since. It's not worth it yet. Yeah, here's the thing. I've said this for a hot minute. Don't buy something until you see the results of it, bro. Do not buy something. Listen, there's a reason why people still make fun of the PS5, and why people also glaze Nintendo. Because say what you want about Nintendo and how they treat their consumer base, Nintendo still has games. I haven't really even heard of anything like the PS5 has done that was like groundbreaking outside of Ghost of Tsushima. And I'm pretty sure Ghost of Tsushima was PS4. Which says a lot, because like I used to keep up with game news like all the time. Wonderful 101. Yes! That one. Monster Hunter and Splatoon. Yes. That's also one of the things I want to grab a Switch 2 for, because I need to get back into Splatoon. I used to be really into the fan base for Splatoon, and I still am. But like, I want to get back in to see all the cool stuff. PS5 library before Astrobot. Listen to me when I say this. You say Astrobot, and it quite literally is just ripping off Kirby's aesthetic. I recognize those trees anywhere. Like, people make fun of Pokemon for its, like, low poly trees. Nah, I saw the trees in Astrobot and was like, that's the exact design they did for the trees, for the background trees in there. Either that or Super Mario Bros. I only have a PS4 because my brother gave me his when he got a PS5. True. To be fair, I was 12 when the PS3 came out, so I didn't know any better. That's what happens as a child when you have hard-earned cash and you get tricked by the megacorp. I'd say more comparably so. True. I will say Pikmin 4 looks beautiful, but I also know in a couple of years I'll look at that and say it's ugly. The PS5. It came, I think, what is it? Ghost of Tsushima come out on that. PS4 is still goated. I hear good things about the PS4. If anything, I feel every time, like, I hear about, like, PlayStation, it just feels like it's more worth it to just go out and buy a PS4 than a PS5. Because you say what you want. PS4 has games. Listen, it says a lot that Nintendo keeps beating its own record and PlayStation suddenly finds a backdoor copy of a bunch of unsold consoles. And be like, yes, PS2 also beat out this. The real question we should be asking, ourselves later on, when the consoles go on when the gaming crash of the 90s happens in the 2020s, all I am asking, what do you think is gonna happen? You know what I mean? Like, what do you think is gonna happen? Like, who's going down first and who's gonna be surviving the longest? I personally think Nintendo is gonna be surviving the longest, because even though Nintendo is very, very greedy, at least it's greedy with a reason. Like, they saw the success of the Switch, and the Switch is still selling. They ain't going down without a fight. PS5, I think, is gonna be the first to go. Because they literally have no games. Like, if you think here's the thing. We got the Nintendrones, the Xboxers, whatever we call the Xboxers, and then we got the Sony ponies. I think, everybody has their collective nickname because they've been glazing them so hard. It says a lot. Like, it says so much that it would be more beneficial for you to be a Nintendrone than a Sony pony, because there's genuinely nothing to look forward to from Sony. Nintendo shouldn't make a smartphone. Do not. No. And I'm not saying that because they wouldn't make a good smartphone. In fact, I think they actually would make a good smartphone. The problem is, listen, I think it was Apple that said it. First, you gotta make them your fanboys, and then you'll have the world. We saw them with the Alarmo. They're already trying to evade one alarm. They're already trying to invade our living spaces, one alarm clock at a time. Xbox guys are called Xbots. Oh, okay. Yes, I knew I was forgetting that. Listen. There's a reason why Nintendo they got you with Love Hotel. They got you with Love Hotels, and then they get you with children's toys. They're able to infiltrate, and then they get you with video games. They infiltrate more, and now furniture. Xbox is too good. Oh yeah. What? More like Sony phonies. Listen, Sony ponies is only earned if your game franchise actually makes stuff that's worth it to glaze about. Unfortunately, there's nothing to glaze about the PS5 outside of owning a PS5. I'm genuinely serious. The only time I have heard any cool announcements for the PS5 that is PS5 exclusive that I've probably thought about getting a PS5 is Ghost of Tsushima. And again, I'm pretty sure that came out for the PS4. And The Last of Us remake for the 50,000th time? Oh yeah, and the Until Dawn remake, which that one is... I think the Until Dawn remake was such a travesty when you really think about it, because it's like... There was so much artistic value just lost because the people just wanted to be like, guys, look at the lighting, look at the textures and everything. It's like, no, if I wanted to see a AAA movie, I'd just go watch the Batman. And listen, this isn't a rip on any of the this isn't a rip on the Batman. I heard it was a good movie, but at the same time, I can't see anything. Me and my friends call Xbox Sexbox. PlayStation ain't PC enough, and we ignore Nintendo fans. Ain't that true? For me, it's the Ghost games and Astro. True. Oh yeah, that's right. Astro did come out on PS5. This is a lot. How riveting. How riveting. All right. If you're wondering why I'm yawning, I think it's the energy drink that I tried last time, and so it's like a 3-day cycle, and so by the 3rd day it's like, all right, it's time to go to sleep. And I already feel, so I'm definitely excited for that. Hopefully, listen, I want to see. Maybe that won't, because it doesn't make you crash. It like instantly makes you mega sleepy. And I'm assuming like maybe all the energy drinks do that. But I'm excited. Don't worry, guys. I'm covered in track. I'm kidding. Okay. Sorry, but what we call PlayStation isn't considered politically correct nowadays. Until Dawn looking more like Until Dusk based on what you implied. It is. It's okay. You would have to like look at the side-by-side comparison of the original Until Dawn. Also a game that looked amazing when it first came out and now just looks weirdly just not as real as it used to. But at the time, Until Dawn came out around like 2015. And then between that and 2025, it's like, man, game looks bad and yet still has a better cinematography than the new one. It lost all its art direction. Yes, I think like a good example is the Wendigos. They changed. Okay, number one, I've said this during like the Jurassic Park like thing. Well, like in the Jurassic Park thing, and it's literally Mesozoic Monday. I need to get used to saying that now. What is like the thing is with like I've said this during like Mesozoic Monday. I love monster cries because they're just so inhuman and they itch that kind of like musical ear to me, because it takes like a real like sound designer, musician to really like make you feel like this is a real battle cry or a real like animal cry. I like stuff like that. And the one thing I really liked was the Wendigos in like Until Dawn. That's definitely like really up there. And so when they changed the battle cry of the Wendigo, I was like, huh, you made it sound, what is it? Because like if I remember correctly, in the Until Dawn, in the original, they mixed the scream of the Wendigo with the actual human that used to be. And then they mixed it with the new cry, and they mixed it with like distorted sounds so that you can, it still sounds like a monster, but it still sounds like a person. In the new one, they just didn't do that. They just made it a generic cry, and I'm just like, you ruined it. You just ruined it. Okay, there you go. Good night. It's like you took all the art. It would be like remaking a song and removing the best part that everyone talks about. And it's like, well, yeah, you improved, but it's worse. Like it's worse now. You messed up. This is your fault. Oh my god. Yep, the former sounds better. It's like, again, it's like scratches that musical itch for me. And so it's like, it's not terrible. It's still the same game. But it's like, graphically, it looks better, but it's not just about graphics. especially with like a kind of like visual novelist type, like 3D visual novel type, or like for stuff like Until Dawn, it's about the cinematics, but it's also about lighting, composition, because it's like, oh, like everybody was complaining about how they were like, we don't want video games to turn into movies. And it's like, I don't mind video games turning into movies, just as long as it actually looks good. Like the Wendigo designs, are so, like, I thought I heard somebody. But basically, I don't like the new Wendigo cries. I don't like how you can't see the Wendigos either, because they made them darker. And it's like, no, I want to see the face of the Wendigo. That would be really cool. What is it? What game? We're talking about the Until Dawn remake. I don't hate Until Dawn's remake, but hold up. All right, I'm back. Sorry, we had a whole thing going on earlier today, so we got that stuff fixed. At least one of them is fixed now. All right. Okay. We can talk a little more, or we can play the game. I wouldn't mind if we just played, like, if we just chatted and then we like play the game, or we just chat, or we head in. I don't even know. Or we just chat for the rest of the stream, because it's been a while. But like I said, we are gonna try and have more of these. We're gonna have we're gonna try and like have more like just chatty streams so that we can just have fun chatting and stuff. What is it? I think the only thing I did like though about the Until Dawn remake was that they did give one of the characters. If you know Until Dawn, you know who I'm talking about. They did give one of the characters a better ending than what they did, because if you don't know, Until Dawn is basically supposed to be a play on like the classic cheesy serial monster, serial killer type movie, and like Cabin in the Woods and all that type of thing. Another type of parody for that. And what ended up happening was that one of the characters was dealing with insane depression and like schizophrenia, and then his sisters ended up getting pranked so hard that it led to their deaths. And he was like demonized, because it's like, well, you were a crazy killer because we kind of tormented you and kind of left you to rot in your own mind and like accidentally like killed your family, but like we're just gonna like casually come back to the cabin and hang out and bang in this cabin where your family died. I like the chatting streams. True. I'm like thinking like sometimes, because I also want to like do games as well, because I'm gonna be real, I like doing Hollow Knight, and I like doing stuff like Ender Lilies and all that type of stuff. But man, do I kind of miss doing more than one game a week. I like doing more than one game a week, and I know I can like schedule it to not be just one game a week. But it's like, if I put one game on hold, I'm never gonna know if I'm gonna ever come back to it. And if I pick up this game, I might not like it, or I might like it, and then we'll continue on with that one, and yada yada yada. So I want to kind of like mix it up. So sometimes we'll do just chatting, and sometimes we'll do gameplay. Maybe this time we'll do chatting and just, gonna keep chatting and stuff like that and just having fun. And then we'll pick up with gaming again like next week and stuff. Listen, I have the previous thumbnail that was on this thing for weeks before I picked the game on here. And so what I can do is I can just swap it out for the thing I have right now, which would help me if it wasn't for the fact that I already just tweeted that out like a couple of minutes ago. Oh well! That's just how it be. Ooh. What the heck? I ended up opening up Twitter for a second and someone made a life-size version of Asuka. Fair. Oh, what is it? So maybe we'll pick up the game next week. I tried doing that last time I did a comeback stream where it's the same game. It's the same freaking game. And I was like, all right, guys, we're gonna play game and chat. And then we just ended up chatting because I had a good time because it's been a long time since we chatted and stuff. Hi, Baton. Hello, Fullbox. So we might, you know what? I want to kind of just chat and just have fun. Plus, also, I did kind of want to do an RPG Maker type game. And the game I picked up, I thought it was RPG Maker, and it was not. So we might come back to that game, but I also want to still do like an RPG Maker game. You know what I mean? Like I want to do more. Like I said, I wanted to do more RPG Maker game. You know what I mean? I like those. I like those types of games because they're just creativity by like people and whoever helps them and stuff. Plus this one's more of like a philosophical game, so we might actually like schedule it out. I'm also just trying to be like less strict with myself and how like the schedule and stuff. Because the one thing I do to myself is that I'll get so rigid in a box, I don't even know I'm in a box. And that's why you'll sometimes see me take a break, because I'm like, why do I feel like I'm running in circles? Why do I feel so suffocated in everything? And it's like, oh, it's because you're doing literally insanity. I do like RPG Maker games. I do too. I like them. Well, I might not do some of them. Jury's out on _𝙁and the Witch's House. I might do, actually, I might do _𝙁. I wouldn't mind doing 𝙁 and Mad Father. The one I draw the line with is Witch's House. I don't like Witch's House. It makes me, it's genuinely just sad. Like, I don't mind playing sad games, but then there's just too sad of a game. And that's too sad of a game. You know what I mean? It's just too sad of a game. Because it's literally, oh, I guess, like, spoilers for, like, Witch's House. Oh, what is it? Like, the ending just made me like, that's it? Like, there's no redemption, there's no help, like, nobody helps her, she doesn't get her body back and everything, like, what? And I was like, oh, I mean, I guess. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm good. I think I'm very, very, very good with, never touching this franchise ever again. Oh my god. What is... actually, let me see if I can import this. Let's see. Because, technically... Yes? I'm trying to do something. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something really, really cool. By really, really cool, I mean I'm going to edit this right now. Maybe a kind of stress test stream for games to try them out and see if you're feeling them for a weekly stream. True. I know for like the game I like picked out, it would have been more of like, because it's still in the demo stage. It's still in the demo stage compared to like other games I would like try. And I wouldn't mind playing like a demo game. It like depends on what the game is. And this one, maybe I think I might just play it on my own. You know what I mean? I think I might play it on my own instead of like going out there and like playing it for stream and stuff, because it's one of those, again, it's like one of those visual novel philosophical type games, so it's like Maybe. But maybe next time. Depend. Alright, save that, exit out. I'll change up. But yeah. So maybe. I wouldn't mind it. To be honest. Yes. No. That also does not mean for anybody. Because I know what some of you are. I ain't getting the shot collar. I know what you are. I'm not your fetish. I get it. So anybody seen any good movies lately? I did. Oh, yes! So recently, so obviously, as y'all know, with Lumber, I've been doing Mesozoic Monday. So for the first time, I'm seeing Jurassic Park past Jurassic Park. So that was my first time seeing Jurassic Park 2. And then the week after, next week, we're going to be doing like Jurassic Park 3, 4, and all the world movies as well. So that's going to be really fun. On the other end, the reason why we're doing Mesozoic Monday every other week is because every other week, which is next week, Mizu wanted me to sit down and genuinely watch all of Lord of the Rings. I have never grown up with Lord of the Rings. I was not allowed to do like wizardry and stuff like that as a kid. So I never grew up. I'm like literally, how should I put this? I love stuff like sci-fi. So stuff like Astro Boy, Wall-E. There were some like mythical like creatures like Little Mermaid, Ponyo, stuff like Ghibli and Disney and stuff. I was able to like grow up with, but stuff that was like direct wizardry and stuff like that. Like that was the main plot. I was not allowed to do stuff like Lord of the Rings, Wizards of Waverly Place, Harry Potter, all that stuff. I was not allowed to like have. And so I just kind of grew up without medieval stuff. And so like genuinely like medieval stuff is like super lost on me. And I never really understood why people enjoyed it. It sounds so messed up when I say it like that. It sounds messed up when I say it like that, but like that's genuinely how I feel. And so when I see people like making jokes about wizardry, I'm just like, haha, nerd. Set the anime down, by the way. Marathon of Lord of the Rings Extended Edition in one go. Now that I will never be able to do. That's also one of the reasons why I can't do that, because my job, because I work from home. So basically, I would have to clear out not only every task I would have to do, I would have to clear out every person in my house because they need stuff and I don't have that. I can't do that. I can't sit down and watch Lord of the Rings if I'm being pulled into another room because I gotta make dinner for people. Heck, I had to do that during like Lord of the Ring, like during like Fellowship of the Ring. Because some of y'all saw me like going in and out of streams, switching from my phone to like my PC because I had to make dinner, or I was trying to get water, or I was trying to go back and forth doing this, that, or the other. And it's like I'm genuinely invested in like this world, but like I gotta wait for Discord lag. Lord of the Rings was pretty good. Yes, it really was. I will be. Oh man, it looks so freaking good. Oh good lord, that would take at least nearly a day. It's literally not like 12 hours. Like what is it? Because like Royan and Mizu said that the first one is like 3 hours. And what is it? Oh, what happened? Someone? It's so tiny on my computer, I didn't know what it was. But thank you for, what is it? But thank you for becoming a Quabbit. Whoever you are, you'll show up in my redeems in like a second. But what is it? Like basically like, what is it? I know Mizu and Royan said like the first one was 3 hours, which I can see why some of it was like cut out. Not so much like the festival house stuff, but like some of the battles like early, like later on, where it's like, all right, I'm invested, but I do feel like it's kind of going on a little bit too long for my taste a little bit. And then what is it? They said that the next ones are close to 4 and 5 hours. And I'm like, do I even have enough time to? Number one, I feel like if you sat down completely with Lord of the Rings the entire time, your butt's gonna ache. So get ready for them bed sores. But it's like, man, that long? That's gonna be long. That, and because I've been like balancing membership streams, I've been doing my best to try and like not let that overlap as much. Membership streams are actually a lot more fun to handle and easier to handle and stuff like that. I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to become a member if you want to know what's going on over there. Plugging my members. They say. Okay. Hello. I'm back. I had to take care of a thing. We're finally fixed. Was a good lore that would take at least nearly a day. Thank you for subscribing, ToastButter22. Yes. Toastbuster. It came out as Toast Bust in the little tiny thing. So I would have called you Toast Bust. But thank you. Thank you for the follow. What is it? Who? We have a new one here. We have a newbie here. First Kendra stream after hearing about you from Mizu. Hello. What are you doing here? Also, hello, Deforester. It's been a while since I've seen... Well, it's not really been a while. It's literally been like a couple of days. I don't even think it's been a couple of days. I'm pretty sure you were here yesterday. But like, what is it? We were talking about Lord of the Rings. But no, I actually really like it so far. It looks so amazing. I don't know why they kept like trying to go into like special... Like, I think movies were really great when they had CGI and special effects all at once, and like the Jurassic Park movies are proof of that. And like it gives like a sense of still like realness and stuff. You know what I mean? Like half. Like you can still tell it's CGI, but it's like just enough to where like when someone like points it out, it's like, nope, that's an effect. Like a good example was like in Lord of the Rings, some of it felt like CG, and I was like, oh, of course that crowd of goblins pouring in from the roof was CG, and clearly the crowd of goblins pouring in on the floor was CG. But then somebody pointed out, I'm pretty sure it was Wolfsbane or Mizu, and they were like, no, that crowd at the bottom, that was all literally 200 extras in makeup. And I'm like, none of that was CG? Even the makeup wasn't CG? Like, oh my gosh! You mean practical effects? Yes. I meant practical effects. I'm like, whoa! 200, man. 200, like 200 real people to just stand there. And it's like, y'all spend billions on these movies, literally to run a PR campaign where you can just make a good movie. That's why Spider-Verse is gonna beat y'all up. Jurassic Park still looks good even with the little bit of CG they used and some goofy puppet parts. True, this is true. The weird thing I feel like is like, it's weird because like the animatronics do get better. Now I'm worried about Jurassic World. I have not seen anything, like I said, I haven't seen anything past 1 because like we were doing it as like a science thing for like when I was like 13 with like my science class. So like I know nothing about Jurassic Park past the first movie. I just think it's really funny though that in the first movie everybody made fun of Jeff Goldblum, and then when you actually watch it, it's literally just him shirtless for like the last 2/3 of the movie. Oh, it's just funny. It was Mizu. I had to leave early that movie night. I was spitting Jurassic Park facts. This is true. To be fair, oh, well, looks like I'm well. Godzilla -1 had better graphics than the 15 million budget than these movies with 600 million trash. To be fair, you're not wrong about that. I keep like, we all joke that they use blackjack and hookers to fund these, like, instead of funding these movies. But like, I genuinely really do think they are actually spending blackjack and hookers like on these movies instead of like making these movies. Because how do you have all these people making this much movies, doing this much PR, warning them about race training and everything? I'm not somebody who gets into stuff like that. Like, listen, if you need to race train somebody on something, do it. If it helps everybody in the environment get better, do it. Like, spend money where there needs to be money, and it has to make sense. But if you're, and I am talking about the Acolyte, if you are spending some of that show budget to make a music video so that all your haters can't even talk about your diss track because you can DMCA them with music-wise, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. I'm not even a Star Wars fan. Ironically enough, I like sci-fi, but I don't like Star Wars sci-fi. Which is weird because I like the concept of what is it? I think I can get into easier to like that Star Wars anime that came out a while ago than actual Star Wars. And I've sat down twice to try and enjoy both the prequels and the original. Oh yeah, it's all going to those actors. I don't even think all of it's going to the actors. I don't really even think most of it's going to the actors. Like, I think, can I be real? I think around at least 20 to 10% is going to actors. I think most of it is just going to hookers. Cause if an actor thinks a movie is good, they'll go in with the price, or maybe they still might raise the price. But it's like Supergirl. I don't mind Supergirl. I kind of actually have like no real opinion about Supergirl. But like Snow White, I mean, had the budget to literally feed everybody in Africa, and it looked awful. Sup, KK Station in chat. Hello, Aisha. Oh yeah, it's all going to those actors. I forgot about the good Lord. The good Lord, that was hilarious in all the wrong ways. The good Lord, what is that? What is it? I loved Sci-Fi Channel growing up. Those movies were cheap but still fun. True. What is it? Actually, Zathura is a good example because I actually did like Zathura. Stuff like Zathura I can get into. I think I like prefer, like, I've said this before, because it's kind of like, I think it's probably the same reason I can't get into Star Wars. Like, I can't really get into mech series unless it's like Get a Robo, like how Royan introduced us. I can't get into mecha, but I can get into robot humanoid. Like, I love Astro Boy, I love Nuku Nuku, I love like Trigun, I like robot humanoidish cyborg type people, which is one of the reasons why I really liked Ghost of the Shell, even though I didn't really understand what was going on. I'm pretty sure if I watched it again and like really paid attention outside of just a movie night, it'd be really good. By the way, we're gonna continue the movie night. gonna happen. I just got distracted a bit. But like seriously, like genuinely, I really liked Ghost in the Shell because it was like, it was just seeing, it's kind of like Land of the Lustrous, you know? It's like these mechanical, these hollow, they're human, but they're not human. I really like stuff like that. But it's like, I could never really get into stuff like Star Wars because it's just, I mean, the concept is cool, but it's, I don't know, I can't. Oh yeah, that was a nice movie. It's like Space Jumanji. It's literally Jumanji. So I didn't know it at first. So I thought 𝙨𝙬 was supposed to be the sequel to Jumanji, as in there's just this other board game going around. But no, 𝙨𝙬, the board game, is literally just the Jumanji board game, but evolved specifically to turn into a sci-fi game so that it can attract more players to keep playing it. Which is why the Jumanji reboot sucks, because they just renamed it Jumanji. And it's like, no, that's not how it works. But at the same time, I can understand why it didn't work, because you literally didn't tagline it. Literally didn't tagline 𝙨𝙬 as by the creators of Jumanji, even though you technically did, you know what I mean? It could have been like 𝙨𝙬. Again, it could have, even the tagline would have, like, the actual tagline could have been 𝙨𝙬, the Jumanji, I don't know, something cheesy like 𝙨𝙬, the Jumanji of space. Money laundering, this is true. Aren't they having a recent show about Ghost in the Shell? Yes, they actually did. This one's more manga accurate, because ironically enough, someone found like the author, and apparently this brother is so technologically illiterate that it's shocking that he made such a technologically advanced show. Which, I mean, when you make a show about how tech is kind of evil and a lot of corrupt people and things happen, yeah, I'd be tech illiterate on purpose too. My favorite movie of all time was a flop called Eight-Legged Freaks. I've never heard of that before. My main dislike of the mechs is just how easy they are to counter quads. Quads are better than biped. Tracked mechas are best, and mechas are where the cockpit isn't like largest part are better. True. I think maybe like one day I'll pick up an actual mech show and like sit down and watch it. So probably stuff like Gurren Lagann, because I've said this before, my name, Kendrillion, is inspired by Gurren Lagann, but I've never actually watched Gurren Lagann past episode 1. Even though I really did kind of like it, but at the same time, I was like tired that time, and so I picked it up in the middle of the night and just put it down because it was literally midnight. But yeah, no, the new Ghost in the Shell show, it looks amazing. It looks amazing. I still like the fun fact about the author and how he was literally like, listen, here's the thing. I understand that Makoto is having an, and she should be in an orgy of men. However, I'm not gay, so I'm going to make it women, and so you're going to like that. And it just has the unintended effect of making Makoto bi. It's more that focus groups keep causing producers to change scenes, so the CGI people can't polish it. Also, modern movies usually don't have scripts or like to wing it. That's cringe. Oh, is that why the animation industry is kind of blossoming? Because they're literally the only people that are willing to wing it? Because remember the Spider-Verse movie where they just randomly inserted a Lego scene into the movie even though everybody agreed it didn't fit, but then they found out that it was actually done by a child who's really too good at making Lego stuff, and then they were like, you know what, we need to add you to the movie because Lego Spider-Man is actually pretty cute and you need to make him there, and everybody started worshiping Lego Spider-Man because he's absolutely adorable with our Spanish-Spaniard Spider-Man. This woman has skipped peak. Listen, I tried. I heard so many good things about Gurren Lagann. I've heard so many good things about Gurren Lagann. It's just that I never got into it. And at the time, I was also like, I was into more stuff like Fairy Tail as well, so that probably also didn't help. I know some of y'all are gonna be like, Fairy Tail? Fairy Tail? Why Fairy Tail? Listen, Fairy Tail, quite literally, everybody listen, the one thing you can never say that you dislike about Fairy Tail is the camaraderie of the character. people make fun of like shonen anime of, oh, this anime is the power of friendship and yada yada. No. Like, we make fun of that for the Z Fighters and like Naruto is that like the unintended effect. Like, no, literally Fairy Tail is the friendship is like the power. And if you've never had friends, you feel that in Fairy Tail as like an actual camaraderie. Like, that's genuinely friendship the anime. Which is why I've always said it, and I will keep saying it. Fairy Tail was better before they introduced Zeref, because I hate Zeref. You should watch the first 2 seasons of One Piece. You say that, but I got up to episode 222 of One Piece before I ended up stopping after being called to do chores. And specifically episode 222, the Foxy filler, literally in the introduction of Robin's arc. So for the longest time, I didn't even watch Enies Lobby. I like literally dropped out accidentally before Enies Lobby and just never picked it back up again. So I was like spoiled on Enies Lobby one day, and I was like, oh, I guess that's Robin's arc. Ironically enough, I think a lot of it also has to do with the fact that I was watching One Piece in the middle of the night until like morning came. And my sister peeked over my bed and she was like, oh, what you watching? Because she's not really into anime as big as I am, but she was still like curious. And we ended up watching like the front half of One Piece up to like Chopper all over again. Oh my gosh. I still remember that. She loved the Chopper art. She loved everything. Like, what is it? We saw the stuff with Usopp, we saw the stuff with Sanji again. Man, it's weird how even during like a first watch through, you forget so much. Because I remember watching the Usopp arc again, and I'm like, this arc goes on for way too long. Oh my gosh. What is Wiz? I need to ask Mizu to put Gurren Lagann onto Kendra hasn't seen list. Listen, I've said this before. I haven't seen most mainstream movies. What is it? Quite literally, I think it's funny how I have 2 movie friends on the opposite spectrum. One who likes horror and wants to show me more stuff, and one who likes fantasy and just general movie other stuff. And so they want to show me that. So it's literally a balancing act of 2 movie fans pulling a non-movie fan into the scene. It's like, we need to get you to watch this. Oh, just wait for the new version of One Piece. That fixes all of the pace. Oh, no. Here's the thing. Early One Piece, I would say, even though early One Piece still did have filler, early One Piece is still really consistent. And even then, Usopp's arc is just way too long. Just in general. That's why when they remade it for like the captain, like they remade it to be more horror movie-esque in like the live action One Piece. Number one, I actually agree with everyone in that why did they take Usopp's moment away when going against Captain Kuro and then making it a Luffy moment? That was actually really bad. I actually really hated that. But like I did like the fact that like it just felt better, brisker. Weirdly enough, some of the characters were gender bent, and yet I did not hate it because they played up their roles so freaking well. I loved them, especially the girl who played the skinny cat guy in the original. Like, man, I actually thought she was number one, she was really cute, and number two, she was just owning the role. I don't care if you race swap or gender bend someone, so long as that person owns the role. Unfortunately, that's not common in this industry. Also, Zolo, I know that was you, I just didn't say anything. Hello, homie. Stop trying to shill your business is scammed. You can't hurt me. Oh, what is it? Hello, homie. Bye, homie. Oh, add me on Discord. Oh my gosh. What is it? Let me go back up. What is it? Just wait for the new version of One Piece. Everything I know about Fairy Tail was the death battle episode where the tomboy fights Zoro. The tomboy. Can you list that out? There's like several tomboys in Fairy Tail. So we have Urza's mom. Technically Lucy, but Lucy's more girly girl. Technically Levy, but she's still more girly girl. Everybody's pretty like tomboyish in Fairy Tail. Yeah. Kana, I don't know, not Kana. Kana's just drunk. Kana's just drunk. Oh my god. Ignore. What is it? Foxy filler ain't filler. Feels like it though. No. Okay. So not that foxy filler. So here's the thing. I never not liked the Long Ring Long Land because I actually thought like that was really fun. Ironically enough, the second half of Long Ring Long Land was filler because they just extended it out for no reason. Or maybe it all was in the original. I haven't picked up the manga. But it's the second foxy filler. That's the one I stopped on. Quite literally, I ended One Piece on filler before I ended on Robin's arc. Which is funny because I told myself I would watch One Piece at least up to Brook because I knew at least that far into One Piece that Brook was gonna exist because I like characters like Brook. He's so cool in this stupid way and I love him. Oh, what is it? It's funny, Drum Island was the first thing I saw of One Piece ever as a child. To be fair, that was real. Like, it's not the first big major part of One Piece, but it is the first, like, major island, like, going into the Grand Line. Really think about it. Oh, shonen charts like story, comprehension, and can't read / watch their own manga / anime. This is true. Just look at Naruto fans. I have nothing against Naruto fans. But I think it's funny that every single time that Naruto is brought up, every Naruto fan and eventual Boruto fan would rather fight everybody in their own series than watch their own. And that says a lot for how entertaining Naruto is. At least to them. Oh. You should watch the first season of One Piece. Okay, so 2 of you said that. One of you said, like, watch the first 2 seasons, and another one of you said, watch the first season. Also, hi, Ventus. Hey! There we go. Did I change it out? I think I changed it out again. Did I? I almost forgot. Yes, okay, here we go. Changing the thumbnail. One more time. Almost forgot. And here we go. Save. Yo! Hurry. There you go. So we won't be playing any games. And we were. What is it? I want to talk plus DUBBY announcement. There you go. I'll change all the titles on that too. This is fun. This is fun. I'm having a good time. It's been so long since we just sat down and talked. I know I've been collabing a lot, and I know some of y'all are like, I love the collab. Like, I can't even say that, because maybe it's just me projecting. I know you guys do like the collabs and stuff, but I know you just want to do me individually. I know you just want to just chat with me individually, because if I'm just collabing, I can't talk with you all individually. I can only talk individually so much when I'm playing Hollow Knight, and I feel like I want to keep my head in. Oh, Ruby, please don't hurt me for that. Oh my gosh, but it's fun. But basically, what is it? Oh, I think it's Urza was her that fought Zoro. Oh yeah, Urza! I'm pretty sure Urza won. It makes no sense that Zoro would win again. Like, I mean, no, I think Urza, because Urza's just ridiculously powerful. I got into an entire argument with a guy that can't comprehend that Naruto isn't a genius and that Jiraiya did the best he could to train him in the time skip. I mean, isn't that obvious? Most shonen protagonists aren't, like, geniuses. The only one that's, like, really quote-unquote comes close is probably Ichigo, but I haven't seen Bleach to confirm that. And Naruto and Goku, but Goku's battle smart and only is, like, good at math because he's already, like, a martial artist who, like, calculates within a millisecond. You know what I mean? Greetings. Hello, Ichigo. Zoro won the fight. Sorry. Why would Zoro win the fight? Why would Zoro win the fight? Like, I'm not even a diehard Ursa stan. I'm a Lucy stan. I like Lucy. She's my favorite. And yet, I think that's kind of fake. What was the reason they gave for him winning? Because, like, 𝙤𝙤 does some pretty stupid, crazy stuff. Like, quite literally, she is the overpowered shonen protagonist more than the actual overpowered shonen protagonist in his own series. Quite literally is stated she is stronger than him. Oh yeah, I got something big for anime news for you. What? Oh, is it Firefly Wedding? I saw the trailer for Firefly Wedding. Not gonna lie, pretty disappointed they didn't use 𝙤𝙭𝙡𝙪𝙭 for DASB when that first advertised the show. I actually really liked it. Oh, Goodbye Laura is getting a light novel. So soon? I don't know. Usually they announce the light novels after the series is aired, especially for a new series. But I guess they really have a lot of faith in Goodbye Laura, so that'd be pretty cool. Because hockey, and he cut a mountain in half. 𝙤𝙤 broke all the bones in her body except her arm and launched herself from her broken arm to take down her dragon-sized mom. Do you understand what I'm telling you right now? Was it because One Piece is popular, and it's probably because they didn't research fairy tale? 𝙤𝙤 launched herself from her broken arm, her one working arm, and then fell on the ground after her mom. It took out her mom. It's oh, it didn't kill her mom, but she still took out her mom, and it was enough to make her mom kill herself. 𝙤𝙤's mom is literally dragon. Oh my god. Makes no sense. It was hockey. It's yeah, okay, I understand. Hockey can take out a lot of things. But in fairy tale, hockey is basically what everyone already uses. Because they are they can use hockey to take out sea kings and buildings. 𝙤𝙤's known to cut down 2 mountains with a sword. Carried literally a dragon horn. Literally carries in a dragon horn on her introduction. The only thing that made her weak was her love of Jalal, and even then, she's still stronger than that. I had to argue with people being well, 𝙤𝙤 should have more battle scars, and it's no! The whole point of 𝙤𝙤 is that she's ridiculously overpowered and still wants to look cute. Heck, I still remember being shocked by that as a child, because I was wait, you can want to still be cute and be a tomboy? I want to do that! I'm still working on it though. Because I remember 𝙤𝙤 putting on her dress during the Tower of Heaven arc, in the straight up beginning, and then getting kidnapped. And I'm wait, she really likes that dress. I like that it looks good on her too. Her hairstyle, but it's a work in progress. What the heck? I'm so tempted to actually go on my phone and go look up the facts they use for the death battle so badly. Let me see this death battle. I genuinely want to see this. Death battle 𝙤𝙤 versus Zoro, because that makes 0 sense. What is it? This is 9 years ago. Let's see. What did they use as a reason? That's not her strongest armor! That's her most iconic armor! They're using tune logic? I'm actually mad now. 𝙤𝙤 has split 2 mountains in half. Okay, you know what? I'm not mad anymore. Don't worry, Kendra, One Piece power scalers can't understand that Naruto is way past mountain level and is now more low-key than in One Piece. It gets annoying because they can't read either. I am mad! Oh no, Kitty cringing at a bad death battle video. Here's the thing! I used to actually watch a death battle. I think the last one I saw was that time Guts cut down a tree. It was Guts versus someone else. Can't remember. Let me see. Urza is trained for swords off. Urza started using swords at the same time Urza started using swords at the same time Zoro started using swords! It's just that hers are magical! Here's the thing, I enjoy the fights too, but listen, I can't enjoy them when they're still wrong. You're still wrong! You're still wrong. Like, listen, I can understand if it, like, again, you can, like, call out some of the cop-outs Fairy Tail did. I will forever call out the cop-out of Urza breaking all of the bones in her body and still... Okay! I will understand the cop-out. I will always understand the cop-out of Urza being able to use her broken bones to launch herself up and beat her mom in light speed. I'll even settle for the technically less armor, less defense, but that's Zoro. That's Zoro in a nutshell. He doesn't even have armor. I told you, stop trying to look for them. Katie, the stats aren't there. That's the worst part, because they did use stats! I told you, it's because One Piece is more popular than Fairy Tail. They are very biased when Yang beat Tifa. Yang beat Tifa? Okay, to be fair, I'm not familiar with Final Fantasy VII. One of these days I'll play it. But I'm not familiar with Final Fantasy VII to know, to make a solid judgment. I thought Yang is strong. I thought Yang was stronger than Tifa. Tifa had... Also, Final Fantasy is more popular than Ruby. What the heck? They were sponsored. They're owned by Ruby. I think if I remember correctly, they're owned by Rooster Teeth. Aren't they? I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly. To be fair, my favorites for Death Battle wasn't even Death Battle anymore. It was the intern. Does she still do Death Battle stuff? Does behind the scenes extra fun facts stuff? That was my favorite part of Death Battle. Her being just the intern and taking crap from Boomstick and stuff. They're independent. They're independent now. Ah, okay. So they are independent now. Yeah, that was an egregious one too. Yeah. Okay. To be fair, I think Cell Battle. What is that? Yeah, she's still around. Yay! One of these days I need to go check out the intern's videos again. I actually really liked her stuff. What is it? It was her stuff was the equivalent of when dorks talk about comics in a philosophical way. How for weeks YouTube kept spamming the zombie Spider-Man video in the reply in everybody's YouTube algorithm for a while, and it's we get it, we get it, zombie Spider-Man, and that ended up sending me down the entire rabbit hole that is the Marvel's Apocalypse universe or Marvel Zombie universe, and I'm just this seems stupid. What do you mean it went back in a gigantic circle? What do you mean they started making a farm of human cattle to eat? Why was Shikala held hostage? My favorite fight was the Deadpool versus Deathstroke one, though. Yeah, that sounds about right. There are some good ones, but man, when they make a bad one. What is it? Yeah, that was an egregious one. Tifa is way more powerful than Yang and ain't even close. Yeah, she's like around. Okay, that one. Yeah, God, there's so much death battle reaction. I'm not shocked about that. I'm not shocked about that. To be fair, that's kind of why I don't react content often. So like, I want to do react content, but like not that often. That's why you'll see me do it maybe like unspicy, because that's just not something I do. Because for me, I actually like to sit down and watch a video. Like, I'm worse than even the worst react slop channel, because I get genuinely invested in a video and I'm like, oh, this is actually really amazing. Like, there's a reason why I'll never do like do a video watching another AniTuber or watching stuff outside of anime audits, because I'm genuinely locked into what they are saying and what they are talking about. That's why last time we did anime tuber audits, I ended up recommending that one guy who did Yurikuma Araishi in like his thumbnail, or KYDB, and how he goes into actual like 2chan knowledge, like the Nijira maids and all that stuff. That's my favorite type of stuff. Understandable. My favorite fight. Oh wait, no, you already said that one. You already said that, man. You're making over enough. But yeah, no, I genuinely like it when people talk about this stuff, because it's really like, it's genuine knowledge I had no idea about, and it allows me to like learn more about culture and stuff like that. Just like online culture. I love Japanese online culture. I feel like there's so much to explore with that, and then just so much. Outside of that, oh yeah, so fun fact, recently I bought it. Okay, so y'all know I'm an artist, I draw, yada yada, and what ended up happening was I ended up, as you heard earlier, I was like, oh, looks like I gotta get a new. I ended up tearing up the rubber around my pen. And ended up, because like I've had this pen ever since I like got it I got the drawing tablet a couple of years ago, and I've been on the hunt trying to find anyone who is selling multiple pens. And what ended up happening was like, all right, I'm gonna go find the nib, and because like I've started running out of nibs as well. Like, they've lasted a long time. They last at least up to they last up to a year. And what ended up happening was that what happened was I keep looking online for like more like pens for like so I use it was a something Pro S, a Deco Pro S pen. And what ended up happening was I go online and it's like, I'm like, this is the greed of companies. This is the greed of companies. I go online and they're like, oh yeah, if you want a pen, that's $20 each. It's $20 each per pen. If you want anything else, you're gonna have to surrender that. And I'm just like, it literally last night I was like, please, like I bought I bought like 40 like nibs like on AliExpress for like $1.08. $1.08, because I knew that was gonna be the cheapest. Those things are like tiny plastic. We already know how this is gonna be. But it was literally the Mario meme of like, you will buy my Nintendo Switch. Oh, Mario, for $60. Games cost $60. Oh, Mario, please. I'm just like, what the heck, bro? Oh my gosh. I'm just like, you see, this is the corporate companies. Like, can't you just sell a 3-pack for $50? I would do that. I'd pay for that instead of buying like for like 70 at least. $70, $66 around there. And I'm just like, please, can't you just like 3-pack, $50, no nib, no nothing, please. But you know, corporate greed. Let me hold on a minute. I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry, I had to do that. That actually didn't take as long as I thought. I tried, if you noticed, I try not to do the whole transition screen as much because I know good and well if I like going back and forth, just gonna keep going back and forth with it. So sometimes I'll just leave the model to just dangle in the air for a little bit. But yeah, she corporate greed in a nutshell, everybody. But yeah, outside of that, anything else that's happened recently that's really cool? We did Lord of the Rings, we did Part 2, we did oh. I have no idea. I know I'm thinking about like 50 other things. Oh yes! Actually, we can't technically talk about it. What is it? So if y'all have noticed, I've been doing more like member streams and stuff like that. I am so excited for how that's turning out because I did not think it would be as good as it was. I'm not like speaking most of the time because, so for those that don't know, if you notice in the schedule, I've been like trying to learn to like mix music and stuff like that, and that's been really like fun and rewarding in its own way. I hope to at least try to get professional one day. But so far, the journey's been great. One thing that I have been trying to be careful of, though, is the fact of, like, getting really irritated with my own voice singing and stuff like that, because I know it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like that for the rest of my life. That I just gotta get used to talking again. I gotta get used to talking. I gotta get used to singing like I got used to talking. You know what I mean? I just gotta get that. And so that's gonna be a long journey. Y'all are gonna be really cool about like one of the covers that I'm gonna do. I tried aiming for one cover a month, but because I ended up like getting deep into like what I was doing, I was like, oh, not gonna lie, I think I have a lot more work to do, and well, I wouldn't want to be a professional if it wasn't for the fact that like I gotta do all the stuff a professional would do. One of them I have to now like put back in like the what is it? One of them I have to put back into the back burner because we all like talked about it behind the scenes. What ended up happening was that I ended up getting really cringed out by my voice, and everybody else was kind of like, not putting your heart into it. You're not being shameless with it. If you're a longtime fan, you know what song I'm talking about. For a while ago, when I first started doing karaoke, it was one of the first songs that using the lyrics I trans-lyricized at the time. And I was like, all right, we're gonna actually sing it. I already got the art done. I gotta get the art for the finished cover done. So we'll do that one day. Congrats on the new sponsorship, dork. Hey, listen, I saw you get back from your trip. You ain't escaping the conquistadors here, fellow Forge. But hello, Max. It's been a hot minute. How was your trip, dude? How was your trip? We're talking about membership stuff. Basically, plugging my membership. I already said we'll like try the DUBBY stuff like in a couple of days, because I actually do want to do more hand cam stuff. I just don't know how to do hand cam stuff outside of what we already got. It was tiring. Long trip. I'm assuming you went to a country where the day is the night and the night is the day, aka the land of the east. Or maybe you didn't. Maybe you did. Oh, God. I went to Offkai and then Vancouver. Oh, cool. Did you go to did you do your panel? Or was that like a different thing? Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it was really fun. No, it's something different. Oh, okay. That's gonna be interesting. Anything. Oh yeah. Also, if you guys have noticed, also with like the covers and stuff. So what I'm trying to do with like the covers and stuff is I want to learn Japanese, and it's like I have motivation to learn it, and I have a lot of incentive to learn it because I want to discover more Japanese things. But but the thing is that in order to do that, I gotta actually sit down and learn Japanese. But this also means learning to speak Japanese. The reading and stuff, technically easier, technically a little harder. That'll depending on what I'm doing. Speaking it, on the other hand, I have no idea how to do that outside of learning how to sing it. And so recently I've been trying to dip my toe into like learning more Japanese songs. That's why, oh yes, that's right. I forgot. Every time I go on stream, I keep forgetting to talk about it. Because I was just gonna like do like a watch along or like set up a chatting room and see like, hey guys, cover drop channel. So, for those that don't know, I'm pretty sure I brought it up in the debut stream, but I also might have forgot. We now have a second channel now, and that second channel literally is made so that instead of putting the covers on the main channel here, there's a separate channel that you can follow. You don't have to, where I put the covers, so that that'll be just, you don't have to sort through like just everything. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be like really fun. I'm gonna obviously like partner up the channels so that it's more obvious and stuff like that. But that's been like something I've been like having just kind of there for a little bit. So yeah, for speaking it, talk in JP with someone at least once a week. How I learned here. Oh, I learned here too. Oh, okay. I want to do that, but like I don't know, I'm kind of nervous when I do this. And it's like nobody responded, but granted I haven't really gone out of my way to like interact with someone because I'm like I don't know how to do it. I'm so brain rotted. I thought you were Noel from Deltarune. I had $1 for that. I had $1 every time I heard that. Oh, you broke her. Oh my gosh. It's like, because I'm like introverted kind of like that, and I'm like extroverted when it comes to the things I like. Trust me, I'm not autistic, I check. So it's kind of like, I don't know what to do, but I know how to do this. And I know how to sing, but I know I need to improve my vocals and singing, so that's definitely a thing for me. So I've been listening to more like I've talked about it, like Yoshihisa Hirata and like 𝙭𝙀𝙀𝙀𝙀. And I've been like, ooh, what DUBBY? It's an energy drink. You can, if you click on my affiliate link, find. Oh, that's how you lure them in, guys. That's how you lure them in, chat. But no, they're an energy drink company that popped up, not recently. They've been around since 2021, apparently. They tried mobbing them on Twitter, and it's like, oh, you think I'm fake in Minecraft, but I've actually been longer. I've been around longer than Minecraft's dad. But yeah, no, they're an energy drink company on the market, and that's pretty much just about it. What is it? Who's to say she isn't checking again? Not. Oh, I hate that feeling. What is it? I started feeling itchy in the back of my, like, my mouth. That's like the one place I hate. That's like the one place I hate itching the most. It was annoying, agonizing. Oh, what is it? Have you ever watched the Evil Dead movies, Kendra? I have not. Like I said, I have not seen most mainstream movies. If you think I have watched it, chances are I have not. I'll tell you what I have watched throughout my life. Some really unexpected, and some where it's like, okay, that makes sense. Like, I haven't seen most Ghibli movies, but I have seen Ponyo. I have seen, it was the slice of life one. Not only yesterday, but like the previous one, to the Cat's Return. It's prequel. Not technical prequel, but like prequel. I've seen Ponyo, obviously. I've seen most Disney movies. Ironically enough, seen most Bronze Age movies, but never Silver Age. But I've not seen most of the Renaissance movies. So I grew up with Notre Dame a little bit, and I grew up with Lilo and Stitch and Cusco and stuff. But like, I've only seen Mulan once at like an IKEA. Secret Life of Arrietty, yeah. I begged my mom for that movie because they were like from the creators of Ponyo. I will forever say this. I literally will say this every time. I vouch for this. Bridget Mendler was such a good voice actress. She was such a good voice actress. And she actually had going to NASA recently, but like, had she stuck around with acting, I think she would have dominated the voice acting scene. She was so freaking good as Arrietty. Not so much the guy who, the Justin guy from Wizards of Waverly Place. I remember not being interested in Wizards because we were already banned from Wizard stuff. And finding out he was the boy in, like, Arrietty. So the thing is this, like, goes for a lot of, like, voice acting and stuff, is that it's very hard to, like, get a voice for someone who is clearly going through depression. And that was basically it. You were basically taking a character and trying to fit into depression, and then you already have someone who's just never voice acted before trying to do that. He wasn't terrible. He definitely fit the expression that the character was giving, and they had the same hair color, I guess. But like, Bridget Mendler and every other actor in the movie was better. Oh. I will say though, I think it's really funny how years later people are like, guys, hear me out, Ponyo's dad. Not Ponyo's dad. Like, I understand his voice is very handsome. Brother looks like he hasn't showered in decades. We'll say though, his fit is nice. Oh my god. I will say though, people are gonna get very annoying with Ponyo because they that one. That's gonna be the next series. That's the aesthetic series. Please don't touch Ponyo. I already have like putting it in the food properly. Leave me alone. No Spirited Away, no Princess Mononoke, Howl's Moving Castle, Kiki's Livery Service, or Nausicaa. That's a lot of movies. So ironically enough, my very first Ghibli movie was Nausicaa, but that was before I even knew what Ponyo and Ghibli was. So when I was younger, I went to an after-school program with this one school that had a lot of secondary memories there that I've talked about on this channel and never elaborate again. What ended up happening was they put on Nausicaa Valley of the Wind for everybody, and I was so genuinely invested in Nausicaa that I was so disappointed that we never got to finish it. And I still have not finished it to this day, but I remember that was my first brush with anime. Will always be Inuyasha, and then getting into it obviously with Pokemon. But when I saw just the sheer terror and explosions and just people dying in Nausicaa during like that one scene, I was hooked. And I'm like, do we have to go home? I'm like invested right now. And like later on, the trailers for Ponyo would come out, and obviously I would get super invested and attached to Ponyo. I think I like recognized the hairstyle, because Nausicaa also kind of has like that buzz cut that Ponyo kind of has in the back of her head and stuff. And so, not buzz cut, but like the little like hair, like tuft of hair, like tucked under her actual hair. And I was like, oh, they must be the same studio. And one day I'm gonna go watch Nausicaa again. To this day, again, have not watched it. But I have seen Howl's Moving Castle. And I literally have a YouTube short about this. Nobody watches Howl's Moving Castle for the plot. Nobody watches Howl's Moving Castle for the plot. You only watch it because of Hal and Sophie's relationship, and you could literally just go read the books to get a better perspective of Hal's Moving Castle, something I have not done either. But what I am saying is I do think it's kind of funny how the author is like, yeah, no, clearly the movies are all from Hal's perspective and the books are from Sophie's perspective. Spirited Away, obviously I've avoided that because we were also a religious household, so obviously anything with the word of spirit, hell, damnation, and anything that was against Christianity, I avoided like the plague. Now that I'm older, I probably would give it a chance though, because I actually am into, like, ironically enough, I actually am into like Japanese yokai and mythology and stuff. My mom said, like, we remember it was a couple of weeks ago, we were like talking with my mom and she's like, oh, I like mythology and stuff like that too, and it's like, I don't know. You fell asleep during Spider-Verse. I'm not sure if you could handle something like No Face. I don't think you could handle, like, the Baba Yaga lady. Oh, Princess Mononoke is my favorite Ghibli movie, followed by Howl's Moving Castle and Spirited Away. You know what's really funny that just came to my mind? I did not really grow up with Anastasia, but I have very fond memories of Bartog the Magnificent. Because that was like on TV sometime. It was on the same channel as The Secret of NIMH. So I always looked forward to like Bartog the Magnificent. And I would always, I've like said this before, I have had like this curse. Every single time I tried watching The Secret of NIMH and tried getting into the book of Secret of NIMH, we would always leave. Every single time. Or I would get there late. So every time The Secret of NIMH came on, I would always get close to the ending. So I would always try to be like, oh, Secret of NIMH is on, I need to go watch it, or I need to time it at this hour, at this time on TV, and then I would get busy, and then, you know, as a child, get your homework in the way, and it's like, no, I missed it, and then I see the iceberg scene, and I'm like, dang it, man, I missed it, or I see the ending where, like, the little boy, like, the little mouse boy is, the eye is, like, getting better from his, and I'm like, and then, like, I remember my teacher one time, she was like trying to miss like Secret of NIMH, and she was actually the first to tell us that the reason why they changed the movie name and the book name was because of copyright. So that was my first brush of copyright back in the day. All in 2nd grade, by the way. They used to actually teach you about a tiny bit about copyright back in the day. Back in the 2nd grade and stuff, and I was like, so rights stuff like that. They changed it because of rights stuff. Me, the literal 2nd grader, was able to understand rights. Movie rights. I had some smart adults around me. So the funny thing is basically I would grow up with the more unpopular stuff than the popular stuff. That's why like everyone calls me a hippie in music server. I call myself the natural hippie because that's just stuff I would always go to. And it's funny like that. That's how it be. That's how it be. Alright, hold up. Alright. But yeah, no, I had so much fun. It was just so cool, you know what I mean? So one of these days, like Royan said, like, I'm going to drag you down. I think it was Royan or Mizu. They're going to drag me down, and we're all just going to sit down together to genuinely just watch The Secret of NIMH. And so that's going to be fun. Maybe we might get dragged to watch Secret of NIMH too. Nobody wants to talk about that. What is it? I love Princess Mononoke because I like the MC Ashitaka. He's a Chad the entire movie and is way better than the Jake Sully from Avatar movie, from the Avatar movies, which are just repeated shallow environmental allegory. No, you see, the difference is when a different movie director who actually lived in the fields and farms and like grasslands and stuff, when they make an environmental movie and stuff like that, like basically anybody who lives in Japan, they actually lived it and actually feel for the environment instead of CGIing the environment. Whereas with you know, with Avatar, the Avatar movies, it's just, oh, you blew your budget and wasted the water resources of the planet to make your trilogy movie that everybody says is mediocre. That's just how it be. Alright, everybody. I think that'll be a good time. I think that's a good time. We talked non-stop for 2 hours. And once again, put the game in the backwater. In the backwater, no! In the backwater. No! But this is who you signed up for, everybody. I shall see you all the next time. But nah, I really do want to do more just chatting stuff like this because it's just so much fun instead of just like trying to do back-to-back game or back-to-back this or back-to-back that. And I do want to do RPG making games. I do want to do all these things. Listen, call me out if I get like stagnant and like stagnate myself, because it's like, hey, can like we do this? And it's like, I want to do that, but, and it's like, no, you need to get unstagnant, which is why we're trying to actually put a song out and get better at mixing music and making covers and yada yada yada, and we're actually gonna put stuff out there. We're gonna build ourselves. We're not gonna get tired 50 times a day. Then we're gonna yawn our way to victory. So this is gonna be fun. I shall see you all next time, so let us see who we shall raid on this fine colored day. Ooh, 𝙤𝙤𝙧𝙚𝙭 is doing a cooking stream. Cute. Alright, so there's that for YouTube. And for which we shall do. Ooh. Alright, Mizu's doing talking more about Fortune's Weave. He's so mad right now because he's an actual fire. Alright, everybody. I gotta go make food for people, and I had fun talking with you. I want to do this more often, so pretty much like I said, use the games and fun things back. So, see you all time. 𝙭𝙬𝙧𝙀 out.